Detailed ledger. Goodbye, farewell, and amen. It is 6:03, New Year's Eve, and Helga and I sit in a booth by the window at the Jackson Hole Diner in Astoria. We go here now since the Neptune Diner closed. Helga likes it because it has parking, looks like it's from the 1950s, and was used in the movie Goodfellas. I like it okay too, but not as much as the Neptune. I order a tuna melt and black coffee. Helga orders something called a Santa Fe wrap and a hot tea with lemon. It is dark out and snowing. Helga scrolls through the small jukebox on our table, but she doesn't choose anything. The waitress brings our drinks, and I hand Helga 2 packets of sweet and low. She sighs and stirs both packets into her tea. So, Harold, I bought my very last Metro card today. I slurp my coffee. Yep. I'll miss it, won't you? The Metro card is the fare card for subways and buses that New York City has used for the last 30 years. They've been phasing it out for a while now, but it officially retires tomorrow. Now we have to use a tap-to-pay system called Omni. I shrug. I like the token. We used tokens before the Metro card. Helga smiles. Me too, actually. I still have some. Do you? I pull out my wallet, unzip the change compartment, and produce one Bullseye NYC subway token circa 1992. She laughs. I used some to make a stone walkway for my snow village. Here, I'll show you. She takes out her phone and scrolls through picture after picture of her O-scale ceramic snow village. I actually don't mind since it's still the holiday season. She finds the one she's looking for and shows me her screen. See? She expands the photo and zooms in on the walkway. Sure enough, it's 5 bullseye tokens leading up to a brown brick church. I nod my approval. Maybe you can use a Metro card to make a doormat or a stoop. Her face lights up. You know, I like that. The waitress brings out food. The Santa Fe wrap comes with fries. Helga looks around for ketchup and takes the bottle from the empty table behind us. So, Harold, what did you like best about the Metro card? I consider. It's yellow. She laughs. That it is, and it took us everywhere. Think of how many times you used it to and from work. I snort and take a bite of my tuna melt. Then I do the quick math in my head of 30 years of commutes. About 15,000 times. Her eyes widen. Really? I think again. Less, actually. I didn't account for our trip to Kenya, or my suspension. She laughs, and I take another bite of my sandwich. There's celery in the tuna. And we used it for the Thanksgiving parade. Yep, we did. Helga and I went to the Macy's parade in person last year. It was the first time for both of us, even though we both grew up here. We liked it, but this year we watched it on TV. But you know what I liked best? Her eyes narrow mischievously. I slurp my coffee. What? She leans in closer. When the tourists didn't know how to use it. I say, ha! It's true. The Metro card was flimsy and hard to use sometimes, but not for real New Yorkers. Her eyes gleam. Around Times Square especially. They couldn't figure it out. Sometimes they'd swipe it 6 or 7 times before they got it to work. Losers. She snickers and dabs her mouth with a napkin. Did you ever help them? No. Me either. We both laugh to the point of tears. The people across from us turn and look, but we ignore them. Helga wipes her eyes and sighs. Still, though, I always get sad when a piece of New York dies. I don't know what to say to this, so I slurp my coffee loudly. She places a hand over mine. You know what would make me feel better? My heart beats faster. What? She smiles. Let's go to Carvel. It is still snowing. I scrape off the windshield for Helga, and we drive to the Carvel in Bayside. I like Bayside in December because a lot of the houses are decorated with Christmas lights. Helga takes the long route so we can look at the displays. One has a giant inflatable Grinch that's taller than the house. Another has light-up candy canes lining the lawn, and the house's trees, roof, and facade are completely covered with dancing LEDs. Helga stops at the curb and rolls down the window. A tinny Jingle Bell Rock plays on loop, and the LEDs flash in time with the music. I pull out my smartphone and record a video of the house. They did a nice job with the lights, but my lights are better. We reach the Carvel, and Helga pulls into the parking lot. I unbuckle my seatbelt, but she shakes her head. Stay here. I have a surprise for you. She leaves the engine on for warmth. She also leaves the radio on, but I turn it off and watch my video of the house instead. I watch it 5 times. Then Helga comes back carrying a white paper bag. She climbs into the car and grins. Guess what I got? I snort. Ice cream? She laughs. Yes, but special ice cream. She reaches into the bag and hands me a flying saucer with blue and yellow sprinkles. She has one for herself also. I examine my flying saucer. What's this? She beams. They made special edition treats to say goodbye to the Metro card. The sprinkles are blue and yellow to match the card. They also have ice cream cakes with the picture of the card on top. I shrug and take a bite of my flying saucer. Thanks. Happy New Year, Harold. Happy New Year. We sit in the dark and eat our ice cream, watching the snow. I think about the token, the Metro card, and the Neptune Diner, and how much things have changed. And I wonder what new adventures the Omni will bring. Helga places her hand over mine, and I let her. And the snow falls softly all over Queens, upon all the living and the dead.